Alright, cool. Alright, people. Welcome to NuMainstream Talks.
Yeah, man.
NuMainstream Talks, where we talk about
whatever.
Everything. A little bit of bullshit, a little bit of news, a little bit of everything, man.
A little bit more bullshit.
But yeah, man. So anyway, you rocking with me, the Phantom 336, and I'm with my co-host.
You know, your boy JR. How y'all doing?
And we have another guest host with us.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Nikon Don.
Nikon Don in the building. Nikon Don is pretty dope with the camera action, yo. That's why they call him Nikon Don, because he the Don of that thing, bro.
I appreciate it.
Like, for real. Like, nah, he be
good looking.
His shit official, bro. Like, man, what's going on with you, though, as far as, like, I know you got the photography studio and everything.
Yeah.
And I like the setup. I went over there a few weeks ago.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, you have actual sets and stuff, like.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Definitely, well, I guess a little bit more about it. Hard Press Studio. I'm laying it out to be more of like a full production studio. Right. So when you talk about the sets, it's like designed to be where if you're a photographer, videographer, if you're a creative director, or you know, a model or anybody within the industry, you can come through. Artists, you know what I'm saying? If you do music, come through and you have each area. There's an area for you for what your vision is, what it could be. You know what I mean? You could kind of make it come to fruition. That's kind of what we want to do over at Hard Press.
Really, really dope setup too, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
So, what you been working on, man? Like, I know I be seeing your page, and it's a few things that be pretty dope. Like, you got the model photography, of course. Might have seen a little bit of commercial photography. You and your girl be doing like some talks where y'all talk about like issues and stuff. They be going deep into it too, bro. Like, that should be pretty dope.
Word. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like, so it was like it actually started from just me and her. You know, I guess I'll break it down like this. People look at us like we're a power couple, right? So that's a perception that people see us in. So they come to us for advice, or they come to us asking us questions. And then so it will always turn into like we're on two polar opposites of whoever that person's sitting there, they're getting both sides of the conversation. Like, it's like two opinions, you know what I mean? Two perspectives. And that's the thing I like, one that I love about Jazz, and that she challenges my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm always a person that's always counseling others. Like, I always let me see what your mind is on. Like, what do you think? You know what I mean? I'm not a person that's just gonna just run with, hey, I'm always right. You know what I mean? So I'm always looking and asking questions, you know, just about anything. But that's where that came out of. So the conversations we be having, we go live about, came out of that space, out of people ask us questions, and they ask us as a couple. And then
one time I think I saw him throw a book at her.
I'm just joking. I was like, word. I had to think about it. Like, damn, did I throw a book? I was
supposed to do that off camera.
Right. I never. You know, we don't condone domestic violence.
No, not at all.
We you know, understand it's a joke. But
you're right. You do gotta say that.
Right, like, it's weird times.
Yeah.
Like, you seen us laughing at it. You think we were really laughing, you know? But anyway, y'all know it's a joke. But nah, so it's that space. So I have me and her started like a little, I guess, podcast like called His and Hers.
Okay.
And then so it's just based around our perspective about any topic, anything that comes up. Okay. You know, it started around people asking this question, like, what do you think about this? And like our views on religion, our views on relationships, our views on, and we kind of almost are always on two different sides of it. Like, it's not that.
Well, that makes for good convo then.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because like we always say there's two types of people in the world, right? That's a phrase that people say. There's two types of people. Which person you gonna be? You know what I mean? And we're kind of like, our relationship is the epitome of those two types of people, like the two frames of mind that you can operate in. And you know, for one,
So what is home life like? Do y'all like just fight over everything?
Nah,
I want tacos.
Right. Nah, things like that. I think we get along pretty easy on. I would say we definitely shaped each other. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
For a lot of part of it, we shaped each other's opinions about things or perspectives about things, which is a beautiful thing. I could see her in me, and I could see me in her. You know what I mean? Like
that's dope. That is dope. That is dope. Dang, man, sound like it's about to be a ring.
Yeah, man, definitely contemplating things. Contemplating things, man. For real.
As soon as you get back
You
to the house,
complete me.
Yeah. So you said.
Like, oh, shit.
I know, right?
Right.
My bad.
You about to get this man
I
in
done
trouble.
set him up.
Right. Nah.
Like, God damn it.
I always looking to the future, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it, though, man. We all just looking for it at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Some of us lucky enough to find it.
Right.
Lucky enough to lose it, but lucky enough to have had it at one time.
Word up. Sound like a man hurt, right? Sound like you been through some things.
I've been through some things, but it's cool. But yo, so on that note, though, we are gonna get into some of these topics a little bit.
Okay.
Before we invite our the other guest in here. You know what I'm saying?
So talking about relationships, right?
Yeah. But I don't think I have any. Well.
Yeah.
I do got something kind of relationship.
Shit got wild.
For sure.
Pretty wild. If you want to talk about people who seem to have a strong relationship and apparently also down for anything, down for whatever. We got this whole situation with T.I. and Tiny.
Word.
All right, so
heard about that.
All right, yeah. So what we're hearing, and I do remember hearing back in the day, right, where people were saying, like, they don't shy away from threesomes or inviting like swinging.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Which nothing wrong with swinging, perfectly legal.
A lot of artists speak on that. I think.
And also, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So, what's the chick name that's accusing them? But anyway, old girl.
I think it's like Sharita something.
Yeah.
Or something.
Old girl is accusing them of Sabrina Peterson.
Sabrina, okay.
Is accusing them of just straight up, basically molestation and rape and all of that type of deal.
A real big comment statement to make.
Yes.
But she also opened up the floodgates, and there's supposedly other accusers who are allegedly saying that this also happened to them. Now, my thing is, just like with all the other cases, because there's money involved, it's like, who do we believe? Because there is things at stake here.
It's true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, I'm going to say like Dave Chappelle, maybe I add up things that shouldn't be added up. But in my opinion, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, I look at patterns and things. And it's kind of like, not only that, like, that's just about me. That's where my talent comes from. It's like, I'm like, my IQ tested in, I'm a mathematician, but it's in patterns.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so things that sync together are like strong to me, like apparent, like they're so apparent to me where most people miss it. I piece together things that maybe most people, it'll go over people's heads. But when I look at this type of situation, we've seen it. Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby. I'm not saying these people didn't do anything. I'm saying this is a similar pattern. You know what I'm saying? We see it, like, we've seen it with a lot of artists. You know what I mean? A lot of famous people that start getting outspoken, and they start to, they did it to Dr. Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, so it's like,
so
those are the type of things I look at. Like, bro, look at where T.I. is. And why didn't this come out years ago?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now when he's such an
activist,
he's
a positive activist.
Right.
Now.
And then now it's like, oh, now these people want to come out of the woodworks. But they, and you want to know something that struck me? A person that kind of, when this situation came up, it was, there's a personal situation I had with another photographer. I ain't gonna say his name or nothing like that. I ain't trying to start.
I think I know his name, but go ahead.
Yeah, you might have heard. Matter of fact, our circle.
I know.
Right. So the thing that struck me about this situation is something he said during the time we had that meeting.
Right.
He said, "I don't want to work with you because if you're close to me, the things that you would say about me, people are more likely to believe because they see us working together." So when I looked at that, like when this came up, I was like, damn. if you notice, every time they whistling, they get somebody that was close or familiar enough with the person that they're gonna throw it on. Right? Because it's more likely to be believed. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, yo, that's interesting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, so for someone who got stuff to hide or things that don't want to be revealed,
right,
that's your biggest fear. You don't want to work with me because I may say something that you may not like. I would want to work with people more because I want them to go out and say, oh, Nikon Don is blah 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 blah. So that's why I collaborate. I employ collaboration. Like, yo, let's work together.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that to me has been the biggest like part of my success is word of mouth. You know what I mean? So for you to fear that, it's kind of like a strong statement. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it struck me about this. It's like they got somebody super close, and then.
So what do you think, JR? Do you think
that strike the match?
First of all, do you think guilty or not guilty? And then, how do you feel about the way that it came out?
Guilty or not guilty? I mean, like you said, this already come out years ago that they don't shy away from this type of activity.
Right.
I feel like
well, let's define the activity because the allegations is one thing versus what came out.
Yeah. Inviting the threesomes and inviting other people into the bedroom with them, into the relationship. So that is already part of the equation here as it is.
Right.
So I believe it to an extent, but as far as what actually happened, I feel like it could be just a case of somebody says something somebody ain't like.
I know. I kind of have that feeling like somebody's feelings got hurt.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying. But
let's be real. A lot of times that's what.
But I don't want to belittle what somebody's situation may have been done.
Right.
But that's I ain't gonna lie. That's my first. My first thought.
Is right, but at the same time, it's like. I can see it.
Right, I can see. Yeah, I can see why someone would be mad. I can see why someone. Right. I can see how it could be set up and arranged to be said in this way. Like you could, like, because that's a lot of times even in law, you got to shape the term and the definition got to be shaped in a way where it can be a fight. So they may say a thing, but it's not necessarily the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like that. Like. When we talk about child abuse, right? And this is something I often tell people is like child abuse by definition is damaging state property, not beating a kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, so when you go to court or something like that, it's like, oh, as long as if you damage a child, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is now this child got to fit under this parameters, so the term got to fit according to the way we're going to define it. So a lot of times when things like that, I think that's what's going on. It's like the way they got to shape it for it to be a legal matter. Yeah. They got to shape it in a way. Well, it was sexual abuse. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's kind of like, bro, you was in the threesome, your feelings got hurt. Yeah. That ain't the way. I didn't take nothing from you. You wanted it at the time when it was. And now you consent. And now, like that. So it's like the way they got to shape the term of it. Right. That's what I think is going on.
Right.
Like,
but at the same time, you still got to look at it like, well, because she could be telling the truth, and now you like a dickhead because you.
Right, no, and I'm not like real stuff, bro. Like I've been raped before. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand how it feels. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not saying these women haven't been taken advantage of, but when I look at life, I'm not even gonna say these people. I don't know these people, right? On either side, T.I. and Tiny, or the people talking,
accusing,
When I look at life, like, all right, let me tell y'all a story. This may be an unpopular opinion. Right. When Donald Trump said grab him by the pussy, right? Like, when you listen to the tape of him saying it, him actually saying it, not the way they put it out there, right? Donald Trump says grab him by the pussy, right? Yeah. But when you listen to him say it, it's like, oh, I get it. I get what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, because it was really like, if I'm talking to my boy, like, yo, he was like, y'all been had money. I've been having money. I've been rich. But it ain't not. These women go crazy for fame. It's a different thing. So you gotta think about this Donald Trump when he was on Apprentice. I'm newly famous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I never knew TV was different. That's how he's looking at it. Yeah. These women go crazy.
He's like, I just grab them by the pussy.
No. He said, he was like, yo, they'll let you do something so crazy to them, like grab them by the pussy. He's saying that's how ridiculous the women are. And in his mind, he's thinking it's so ridiculous you could be ridiculous with them. Something ridiculous you could do to them is grab them by the pussy. That's how he said it. So it's like now when you look at it, it's different from just putting it out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, if you listen to the tape, it's like, he's kind of right. Because I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally seen that in real life, real time. Art, you know, I'm a photographer, so I've been around plenty of artists. I've seen artists grab women by the pussy. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that. Like, stick their hands in their pants while they on stage. You feel what I'm saying? Like, in front of a crowd, a whole concert. I've seen that. So it's like, what he's saying is not ridiculous. Is not untrue. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you think about that, the type of person, the type of women that want to be around celebrities, we see how clout chasing is a thing. We see these are terms we put on it now, but they're been a thing. That's what we call groupies. You know what I'm saying? So you can't deny that. That's the one thing I look at is like, bro, he's T.I. Like, you know what I'm saying? The same way I looked at
the end of the
Bill
day,
Cosby. Wow, I'm gonna have to drug
Thank
him.
God for these groupies. But yeah, what we'll go to next.
God bless all the groupies.
God bless the groupies. Yo, so
but that's my take on it. It's like, I don't think it's the way it sounds.
But yeah, man. So moving on, because I don't want to harp on that for too long, because you know, we really don't know what's going on there. But hopefully, T.I. is the upstanding man that he's. And the thing is, too, for me anyway, too, is like, I mean,
you're a fan.
I'm a fan, but not even just that. It's like, people may not have been shit in the 90s or early 2000s, and now they are reformed and in a better place in life.
True.
And then it's like, especially for black artists and comedians and actors and all of that, whatever the case may be, our garbage gets pulled back up. Very rarely do the white ones' garbage from their past get pulled up and something be done about it as expediently. It's definitely not nowhere near.
It took a long time. But you see Kevin Spacey, we see I mean, we see the same.
I mean, there are some examples, but I'm just saying the level and the rate of how fast you can be taken down as a black man once you finally decide to become positive. And you already had way more against you coming up, so you might have been skewed coming up. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And then it's like you finally in this place where you have a better mindset. And now people want to bring up your old dirt. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like it. Kind of like, it's like, dang, we coming from a different place. You know, where our judgment.
You talking about Rubber Band Man T.I. versus
our judgment might have been off because we came from a different space, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yes, but anyway, so.
Because he definitely talks about his past and like, I wasn't necessarily a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that. So,
but anyway, moving on. So we got Sean Diddy Combs is suing his own company.
Well, his company,
Sean John,
former company,
former company. My bad. Sorry about that. But basically, suing them for $25 million.
My girl worked for that company. To be honest.
Really?
Yeah, that's her 9 to 5. So it's funny that she was like, I was listening to, she working from home now, so they be on the laptop, whatever. And sorry if I'm telling you business jam. Not that situation, but I heard them ask, oh, you got any tickets from Sean John? Like they were asking about her process or how they're handling the brand itself. But like that's her business. You know what I mean? Like,
and they actually suing because of the launch of a women's clothing line called Misguided, which is using Diddy's likeness or whatever.
Right. So I think it's fair for him to ask for them not to do that or whatever situation they got to handle. If he felt like he got to sue him, then that's the way he felt. But
hey, man, I say, hey. Get every penny you owe, yo. I'm
don't let like it Diddy more and more become more outspoken. I'm not gonna say more and more because I don't know the man, but like from even when it was something else that happened when somebody was suing Spectrum, I think, or Comcast or something like that before Comcast became Spectrum. It's somewhere around that space, and y'all heard about the dude who bought the weather station, right? I forget his name. Byron.
I know he's
Byron Allen. I think it's Byron Allen.
Black dude.
Yeah. He bought the weather station, and I think he was the one suing him. I think it was Comcast, if I'm not mistaken. That's why they switched to Spectrum. So Or I'm not gonna say that's why, but when you look at how bankruptcy, when you file Chapter 11, you got to change the whole business gets dissolved. You got to change the name,
right,
transform. So when you look at business and you see, oh, he sued them, and then now they changed the name. It makes sense. That's why, because they got to dissolve Comcast. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they said something about like the dude was suing them for it was like racial reasons, right? Built around racism, and they had mentioned Diddy. Right, so that's why I'm bringing it up. They was like, "Oh, we got black stations or channels. Look at Sean Combs or look at Diddy, right?" And Diddy came out and said, "Don't talk about me because I ain't happy with my situation either. So don't bring me up as your token to justify that it ain't racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't happy with the way Revolt is set up. He wasn't pleased. He said something about it.
Okay, that's crazy, and that might be why Lil Yachty is working with Mattel.
Oh yeah.
So I guess it's because I guess they just need more black people making stuff or something. But he's working with Mattel to make an Uno card game movie. Yeah.
So Mattel's a production studio now. They gonna make a movie.
It's working on a film based on Uno.
I guess if they gonna name it Uno, they gotta use Mattel because they gotta go for legal reasons.
Right.
So I guess
why he do?
What are they gonna do? Like
I know, right? Gonna be like
it's like gonna be playing Uno like
it's gonna be
professionally.
So is it like a How High type movie?
I guess it's gotta be. It's gotta be like
cult
a game
classic kind of.
It is billed as an action heist comedy set in the underground hip hop world of Atlanta.
And niggas playing Uno.
And niggas is gonna be playing Uno in Atlanta, and it's gonna have to do with hip hop.
In Magic City.
Music and cards.
Yeah, Uno in Magic City.
Right.
They throwing cards.
Throw a wild card on the stripper ass.
Yeah, they throwing cards instead of throwing money, boy.
Red, the color's red.
I'm done.
Draw four.
Hey, look, the wild card decides on what color she wearing next time.
Right.
Back out.
That's crazy.
I'm dead.
I'm with it.
Okay, Lil Yachty, do it.
Yeah, I gotta see
make
it though. I don't. Yeah,
make it work.
Yeah, make it work because I don't get it.
Why not?
You see something clearly, I don't. But hey, if it work out, more power to you.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
It's all good. Hey, yo, what about your boy? We ain't even the dude. He got the diamond in his forehead.
Oh, little squirt gun, Lil
Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
Gotcha.
Bad with names. But yeah. So Lil Uzi Vert. Okay. So what do y'all think about how much did that diamond cost?
$24 million.
$24 million diamond.
He did what?
Encrusted in his forehead.
Like
24 million.
Surgically implanted in his forehead.
Diamond in the middle.
$24 million. Yep. I don't know. I can't think of a good reason to do that. Not at all. Not even as a publicity stunt. Because you just wasted $24 million.
I don't know if it was a waste.
Because
now he's worth $24 million. It's on top.
Which is worth more than every piece of skin on his body.
On top. I mean, this whole worth of being.
So if he hit hard times, I guess he could like. If he do hit hard times, he ain't even gonna be able to afford to get it taken out, bro.
Look, he's
pull it out.
He's just gonna be
in the
stuck
bathroom with some pliers.
Some pliers and a butter
knife.
Struggling,
plucking it. Yeah, trying to pluck it out.
Hey yo, so what if somebody try to stick him up and take that diamond out of his forehead?
Run it.
Oh, look.
That's have a gun and a pair of pliers.
All right, so hold on. Is it in the skin or is it in the skull?
Like they cut into
his head. No, but he's saying is it in his skull also? I doubt that. It's got to be just in the skin.
It's got to be just in the skin.
Then
what if it pop out? Like
right, that's what. All right, like so when your skin heal,
yeah. Look,
can it? I don't think your skin confused with it.
I don't do surgery.
It make it do something fabric.
Hopefully he made it be where he could like switch diamonds and everything. Like he could take it out if he wants to. I don't know though.
Keep sticking. Troll dog.
I don't know though.
You remember John Facts? Yeah, you're right.
He turned it into a troll dog.
Yeah, hey, why you just put it in
see if our guest is ready to come in here, DeAndre.
What? I'm still trying to figure that one out. It would have to be in the skull for it not to fall out. Yeah, when your skin heals, it's going to become smooth. Like
look, he get robbed. He got
his name is Seven Blanc.
I don't know.
Look, somebody go to rob him. He got to go. That's the only way that's coming. That's the only way you getting it.
All they have to do is pop him in the back of the head.
Nah.
That's gonna come out, bro. I don't get it. Unless it's in the skull. That's the only way I can see it staying.
Look, and if it's in the skull, he gotta go. If you gonna take it,
just blow that diamond out your forehead. You know the type of disc bars he got coming to him. You better have a get
oh, somebody gonna call
the disc bars. I can hear it on already.
Keshon Whyte, you in here?
That's gonna be hilarious.
That would be funny. Like I could think of a few that would be like, ooh, yeah.
Please, Uzi, say something to somebody. Say something stupid
we
to somebody.
We got these diss tracks with this diamond in your head.
I need these punchlines.
The price on your head. All types of bars.
He said he in there. Go ahead and accept the request. But yeah.
But nah, bro. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's crazy though, man.
Yeah, I saw that. I said, wait, what?
Diamond.
Yeah, but you know that just sounds
like 24 mil. That's pretty big.
There you go.
How many carats?
People.
Appreciate it. Hey, you mind turning your phone sideways?
Oh shit.
There we go. There we go. What up, bro?
Good, man.
Yeah, I'm good. I just been listening to you guys' conversation going in.
Yeah, that's what's up.
On Uzi right now. I see.
Yeah. What you think about that, man? Like, would you, if you had enough money, would you get a diamond implant? And how much would your diamond be?
So how much was his diamond again?
24 million, bro.
Bro.
Diddy suing global brands for 25 mil.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
some different shit.
That is.
That's some different shit.
Yo, that's like 5-6 carats.
That is like crazy, man. Hey, man, but yeah, so Keshon Whyte.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, man. One of my interns checked out your music, man. It is pretty dope, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So before the show, I know me and you were talking, and you said you from London. Recently, you've moved on out to Ghana, Africa, right?
Right.
So were you doing music before you moved to Ghana?
Yeah. So I started making music in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And I released my first project in 2018. It's little EPs. So I've been making music since then, really.
Okay, and what made you move to Ghana?
So my mom and my family basically we migrated here in 2009.
Yeah. And
my mom stayed and continued to build over here. We moved from London obviously to here, to Ghana, and yeah, she's just been here since. So I've been back and forth from Ghana and London, and just 2 years ago I decided to come back just because I needed a break, needed to refresh, needed to just heal, I feel like. So I've been there for the last 2 years, and then obviously within the last year, COVID outbreak is going crazy. So I'm here and I'm settled, so it's cool.
That's what's up, man. So
10-11.
Explain your music, what you bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And what you bring to the table and why people should be interested in hearing you, bro.
I mean, that's always a weird question to answer. I don't think I've even actually ever answered that question before, but no, I love music.
Well, what's your vibe basically is what I'm saying. So
yeah, I love music. I love music so much. It's all I do really every day, listening to music or trying to get ideas and stuff like that. But I've loved music my whole life, so I've always been a fan of music.
Right.
Specific artists and all of that. So me creating music comes from a place of love and appreciation and really wanting to be honest, I think, in my music. Be honest about my experience and yeah, I think for my music you're just going to get an authentic story, an authentic approach.
Right.
And yeah.
What would be some stories that you share in your music? what's something that you would share? Like, what type of content will we hear?
So in person, I'm a lot more like, I think, I don't know what's the word. I'm a lot more like easier. I'm not so vivid. I'm not so explicit, should I say, in real life. But in my music, I'm a lot more like open, a lot more explicit in my expression of my reality.
Right.
So what was the question you asked, sorry?
No, that was good. I totally get what you were saying as far as you were able to maybe be more explicit and graphic, I guess you could say, with the way you deliver your message. But it's not a complete representation of what you may experience with you face to face. You know what I'm saying? So I got you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. As an artist myself, I actually totally understand exactly what you meant by that, though.
I definitely feel like we understood. I was just asking what would be. Give me an example of that though. Like give me.
Okay.
Like, in real life, I might not say this, but in my music, I'll say it like this. You know?
Right.
Okay. So I just dropped a tape. Last Friday. There's a song on there called Honey.
Right.
Say, for example, there's 7 songs on there. There's a song on there called Honey, and it's a song where I'm being a lot more like the lyric. The chorus goes, "Please don't leave me, honey, because I just want to be with you, but you won't see me running when I feel I had enough of you." So it's like I'm just a lot more honest in my experiences. I don't know.
So that song is kind of
therapeutic,
emotional. It's an emotional type vibe on that one.
It's like
you on your Drake shit with that
one. No, that song in particular is not actually very emotional. It's more cutthroat. It's more like, I love you. I want to be with you, but until I don't want to be with you no more, and then I'm kind of out.
Okay.
Like whether you like it or not, like it's not.
Yeah.
So, but in real life, in my relationships, I'm a lot more understanding and a lot more compassionate and empathetic.
Okay.
But then in reality, I will still I am very cutthroat and I will move. But you won't get that from me in reality until it happens. But in my music, I'm allowed to talk about it and emphasize it more and be a bit more egotistical and all of this,
I mean, well, I wouldn't say then if you describe it like that, it wouldn't be too different. It's just now your music gives you an outlet to be able to express what you really thinking. You know what I mean? Like you may not say it out loud in person, but it's like, no, this is really what I'm thinking though. And your music, you know what I mean? Like I feel you. Yeah, respect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I got you.
Right. I know we talked about COVID earlier. How has COVID impacted your ability to make music or anything like that?
Obviously, in Ghana, the situation is different to anywhere else. It's picking up now a lot more since Christmas, but from when they did the first lockdown, in early 2020, they haven't done another lockdown since. So in terms of making music, being able to go to studios and stuff like that hasn't been too limited, but just being generally careful has kind of stopped me from being more active in that sense.
Yeah.
So I've got an inbuilt studio kind of thing I use at home to make demos and stuff. So then when I can, then I book a series of sessions to bang out some music when I feel like I've got the music ready to go. So it hasn't really affected it too much because I work in a particular way where I'm not always in the studio every day.
Right.
Okay. That's
what's up, man. That's what's up. So I know. So you just basically said you dropped a project on this past Friday. What's the name of that project again?
The project is called "If It Was Up to Me."
If it was up to me. All right. And
excuse me. Do you sing or rap?
I rap. I'm singing a little bit. I'll start singing more as I progress.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I might have missed that.
Now, and how many songs is on there?
6 plus an interlude, so 7 tracks.
Okay, cool. Kept it pretty short and simple.
Yeah.
EP
vibe.
What about music videos?
Yeah, so to be honest, that's one thing that has been impacted. So I was hoping to have videos ready for the release, but it's been kind of put on hold because of the recent, outbreaks and stuff like that. So that's been halted a little bit, but I'm planning on getting some videos out early this year. Yeah, not trying to leave it too long.
I feel that.
Videos in the works.
Definitely looking forward to that. Whenever you do drop those videos, make sure that you let us know too, man.
For sure.
And you talked about one particular song. Would you say that's your favorite song on the album?
I wouldn't say that's my favorite song on there. My personal favorite is the last song, "Be Okay." That's my.
You said BLK.
Be okay.
Be okay. Okay. Sorry.
What would that stand for?
No, be okay.
Yeah.
Like be okay.
Be okay. Oh, my bad. I got it.
I thought it was like a letter thing too at first when he said. I thought he said.
Yeah, so it's been like abbreviated. So it's just be okay. I think if you've got the track list up there, it's there as just be okay. The letters be okay, but it's kind of like a play on words of that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So whenever, because at the end of this, we are gonna actually play your song. Okay. Is that the one you would like for us to play?
Yeah. This is a weird one, but yeah, sure. Yeah, you can.
Or is there a particular one that's supposed to be the single?
You said that was a personal favorite. You okay?
That one or Satin Irish and Cream. You could play Satin Irish and Cream.
Satin Irish.
That's the single.
Yeah, you could say that.
I like that title, bro. Satin. What's the name of the project?
If it was up to me. Or you could play that
he
one.
Did say that.
If it was up to me track, that's like a freestyle track. If it was up to me, that song on there. So really, there's a few songs you could play at the notice of it.
No doubt.
Satin Irish and Cream.
That's what's
fly right there. I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
Like
It really is.
That is, man.
Yeah, you can try that one.
That'll work, man. Yeah, man. All right, man. We're gonna continue to talk about the rest of these little topics. You know what? You can stay in on it. You can chime in too, bro.
Okay,
if you want.
For sure.
We only got a few more to go. But yeah, man. Definitely looking forward to checking out your album too, man. For real.
I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you particularly enjoy it.
But the Uzi Vert, I looked it up. 24 mil. It's like a 10 carat. They said 10, almost 11. So it's like 10 and a half carat diamond, pink diamond.
All I've seen about that so far is just hella memes talking about when I catch you.
I seen one. I seen one with the Thanos.
Like he ain't learned his lesson,
right. That's what I mean by like the bars they gonna have for him. Like if it's ever this.
And matter of fact, because that was another thing, I was because Kodak Black just got out.
Yep.
So congratulations to Kodak Black. Matter of fact, we might as well say congrats to Kodak
in a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can.
What did he go to jail?
Stays out of trouble.
Previous charges. Probation.
Probation violation. Yeah.
As usual, for like
artists,
our young black artists, they always hit them with the probation violations and all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to stay out of trouble, bro.
Yeah,
but
it is. But man,
anyway,
everybody trying to say he a clone because he ain't fat no more. You look like he's
Gucci.
I know, right?
They just said the same thing about Gucci.
Like y'all act like y'all ain't never seen nobody go to jail. And come back
with a jail body.
What do y'all feel about those conspiracy theories? Matter of fact, we got all the Illuminati stuff and people being cloned.
It was a whole thing. Jadakiss, I think it was somebody in the lock. I don't know if it was Jadakiss, but he was like, "Yo, some people go to jail just to get their teeth fixed. So why can't they? Like people go to jail to get their body right. You know what I mean? Like or to get disciplined or get. I think it was Ja Rule that said it was. Actually, he repeated it, but he got it from I think it was Malcolm X. He was like a man reforms in 3 parts. It's like either school, like going to college, going to jail, or find a religion. And those are 3 spaces that a man will reform themselves or change into somebody else. So it was like the fact that jail's one of them is a big thing. You know what I mean? Like that's because people go there and get their mind right.
See, he got him a new He got a new forehead tattoo. He ain't get the diamond though, but he got the tattoo.
What did he get?
Let's see. What is that? Look, a goat or something?
I can't tell what none of their forehead tattoos look like.
Yeah,
look, all of them look. You remember how high? They all look like.
Oh, yeah.
All of them
shit, Marco Buddha.
All of them look like that. They all look like that.
Facts.
They all look like that.
Yeah, the only one only one I can really tell is
Lil
like Wayne.
The cross. That's it. The rest of them is just like a spot.
Yeah, I think Lil Wayne's like a cross.
Matter of fact, who was that? Was that wasn't Kodak Black? Was it? That was saying he the best rapper alive over Lil Wayne too. Was that him?
I doubt that.
I hope not.
That boy was smoking something.
I hope not, boy.
Yeah, it was. It was on the Breakfast Club. I was just watching that video recently.
You know what?
They was getting on him like, why don't you prove it with the raps instead of
he
like.
Got the
he got the dunk today. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you know what? Put him back. Put him back. He saying stuff like this. Put him back.
Yeah.
Go back.
Go back to jail.
Put him back.
Do not collect $200.
Right.
Do not pass go. No.
But
best rapper alive. I don't even know one of his songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense.
I know, right?
Lil Wayne got it all because he was on fire for like 2 summers.
He proved it.
Yeah,
back whenever Lil Wayne said it, I didn't agree with him. I didn't.
No, it was like,
at the time,
I barely even liked him.
Right.
But he came through and proved that he was.
Got the mixtape every 6 hours.
Bruh.
Yeah.
On fire.
So,
for 2 straight summers. Like,
you can't be mad at it. Your work gonna speak for itself.
Facts.
You know.
And then it was almost like, dang, you gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so, not mad.
I mean, he held it until Drake came, and he the one who signed Drake. So at the end of the day,
that's a torch.
He really won big.
Yeah, facts. Got a successor.
Yeah. And I don't know who gonna get Drake because this dude singing.
Can't lose.
He dang rapping.
Like everything he dropped.
Doing
like, yo,
State Farm commercials now.
Cursing quarterbacks.
There's someone that's ready to.
I know it's always somebody coming up.
Somebody stay on the hill.
You remember that Jay-Z skit? I think it's one of J. Cole albums. He's like, it's somebody out there who way better than me. It's probably like eating a bowl of Fruit Loops right now.
That was from an interview he did.
Yeah, that J. Cole
on a sideline story.
Friday Night Lights. One of those songs. But yeah, man. But I don't know, man. As far as best rapper alive, that contest can kind of just be over now, though. Yeah. I don't think anybody needs to.
I think when it comes to a lot of the genres of music, like
because rap ain't real rap anymore. I don't know.
It's not a competition anymore.
Yeah.
The only competition that they care about now is money.
Everybody got the same lyrics in a different arrangement. You know what I mean? Like nobody's saying
nobody's trying to up you.
Do you feel like it's an inevitable cycle, and eventually it will get back to being relevant?
Yeah, because I think the people are hungry. Like our souls want something that sticks to the ribs. You know what I'm saying? We want substance. But as far as the platform itself has become very pop and commercial and money driven. Mm-hmm. So like as far as like artistry to the level of up into maybe the early 2000s,
craftsmanship.
It's not gonna be that same level of craftsmanship. Just like with the NBA, right? The 90s, Bulls, Celtics, almost every team, they were
Lakers
hungry. They were kicking each other.
Pistons.
Yeah. Like that hunger ain't the same in the NBA no more. Not to say the players ain't as great, but the hunger has definitely changed.
The intensity in the game, the intensity.
So what do you think that comes down to? What do you feel like?
It's too much money in it, which is a good thing though. That's what we were fighting for. So I'm not even saying it's a bad thing.
Too much manipulation. Too many. All right, you know what I think? It may not be money. It may be ego. In my opinion, it's I
don't know. I think ego was always there though.
Yeah, I mean ego's always there.
No. But, all right, peep game. I'm not saying from there, like, because the people with the money. All right, we gotta look at the owners of the teams, right? The commissioners, the people who run the actual situation, not the players on the field or on the court, or not the players. So excuse them because they when they become celebrities, in a way where they're bigger than the team, I think that's why then you manipulate the structure as the people who own the team to fit. Well, we wanted to be like this. Like, so you look at when AI came in, a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, for his height, for his what's name, like even people like Jordan and Kobe said, yo, if he was my height, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be like,
we're lucky he's 6 foot.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like he was LeBron before LeBron. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, but just in a smaller, what's the name? Like the intensity and amount of game. Like, so, but they checked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, and it started fucking up his money, getting fined and doing all this extra stuff. So now when you become too big for, like, he was bigger than the Sixers, you know what I'm saying, or the 76ers. Mm-hmm. So it's like the people who own 76ers gotta say, well, we gotta put parameters around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that he fits into what we want for the NBA, not him as a brand, as AI.
I don't see with the NFL. I agree with that because that's what the NFL does. That's why, because when Cam Newton signed his contract with the Panthers, in his contract it said he cannot get tattoos because the owner doesn't like tattoos.
Oh wow!
In the NBA, even back then, and especially even more so now, they be yourself. Only thing they really checked AI on was the dress code.
Nah, he got reprimanded for his tattoos, for his hair.
Look, he got reprimanded for his but the thing was though, he got reprimanded for when he was getting his hair done in the middle of a game. That's what that was about. That was about him getting his hair done in the middle of a national.
When them white boys started wearing cornrows, they had a problem. That's NWA all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like when the white boys, or I'm not about to make a race thing, but I'm just saying, when the people who got the control and be able to set the rules, when they start getting uncomfortable, watch the rules change.
You're right, but then guess what? But then also you gotta remember, all they do is they find him. All right, cool. They find him a little bit of money here and there, but they also started to push him even more because they realized this is bringing us money. AI being himself, being an individual, and being.
But I think those were the endorsements that started doing that. Like, when you think about Reebok start supporting AI for AI, like you see the same thing with Nike supported Cap. It's like, then now the NFL looking at Cap like, oh, well, the fact that you're now that brand, let's bring you in.
Well, the NBA was doing it because he was selling jerseys. Jerseys was selling. He was putting people in the seats. That's what it was. Once they realized, okay, people were coming just to see him.
But think about what they did first.
Y'all going round and round
no, we really not. We get it. No, you're not in the sports like that. That's why you do. That's why
I'm not really in the sport, but I look at, like I said, patterns. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, so it's like things that happens. Like, yo, well, you know, why they treat him? I wouldn't say I'd sit down and watch the whole game. I may be more interested in highlights than I am about the actual game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but
we're spoiled now, so you just watch the highlights and be like, yo.
And that is exactly why most of these motherfuckers don't know shit about the game anyway.
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care about knowing shit about the game.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that like really try to act like they know the game. It's like, you just watch highlights, bro.
I know,
right.
But I always be like
my brother,
all the sports people gonna be mad at me, but I always be like, dang, man, you know everybody's stats, you know everybody's everything about every game. Yeah. It's like, well, what a waste of talent, bro. Like,
he could be a commentator.
It's like this, you can know the stats and stuff, but there are people that don't know all the numbers, don't know the back of every player card, but like this, okay, what defense is that?
Yeah.
Got you.
But anyway, yo,
I know what you mean.
In other news, guys. But no, I'm just.
Hi. Thank you for having me, though.
No problem, man.
Conversation, man. You here with us?
Yeah, no, I know, but I just gotta go do something real quick. But
okay. Nah, you good? Hey, bro, I'm gonna hit you up so I can get that song from you. Whenever we edit the video, I'll put it up.
All right, bro.
Yeah, hey, man, really appreciate having you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro. You guys stay safe.
You too, bro.
All right.
God bless.
You too. All right. But yeah, man, as far as like other news, we got Nick Cannon test positive for COVID-19. Niecy Nash is replacing him on The Masked Singer for now.
Okay.
I don't know. Masked Singer won't be the same without Nick Cannon.
Yeah, it probably won't. But did you see he's getting wild and out back?
Now that's great. That's dope. I did not see that.
I saw that the other day. He's getting wild and out back.
That's what's up, bro.
Now that's what I'm saying right there, right? So they try to, the people who make the rules.
Hold up.
First try to. This is the same point.
Let's be real. And I said this before. all right, if you work for somebody, you your own boss. But if you work for somebody, right, and granted, you weren't saying it directly to them, but you put it on a platform that you know they could hear, and you say some shit that you know is considered outlandish to them. You really not expecting nothing to happen?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
To recap, because that fits into the same thing we talking about AI, right? Or like when we talk NWA, like the pattern that exists. Once the people who make the rules gets uncomfortable, it don't matter what you do. When they shape the rules to try to fit, now you got to pay attention. We said this, right? And then you say, okay, why are you doing that? And then they see after they try to check you, and they see after that, oh, I ain't budge, and you seen how I shaped this shit, how I'm the one making you pop, then they'll change back. They'll say, okay, well, look, let's reconsider. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is all with leverage and negotiation. You gotta think these people who make
that. But at the same time, if I was Jewish, and you get on the podcast and basically say everything I've been taught in my religion is a lie, and you work for me,
do your research. I would like if it was me, I'd just like let me look that up and make sure that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you go and look it up, it's like, bro, the history is there.
You're right.
So you can't be mad at history.
Somebody on the outside looking in, you're like, wait a minute. Like as black people, we can talk about black people say certain things.
Right.
But if somebody from the outside says it, you got to get checked.
Right, but because they make the rules. That's the only reason why they can check you. If they didn't make the rules, they can't say shit.
That's true. But hey, yo, so anyway,
it's their company. So now, we don't like Nikon.
I ain't even about to harp on our oppression, because we all know we oppressed at this time.
And that's what I mean.
But
when I see that
what we was about to get into was they also were about to try to. They were about to try to do the show without Nick Cannon.
Yeah, they were trying to do that.
Trying to approach DC Young Fly. He was like, fuck y'all. No, I'm not going to do it without Nick. You know what I'm saying? As well as
and
other
the whole
people.
cast probably did it that way. Like, stood like, no, bro. This is...
And good for them that they stood in solidarity with their brother. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of things we need to do.
Facts.
Now, like...
Now they got to shake...
What he said,
strike.
Like... Some things are true, man, but sometimes you do have to understand your place on the chessboard. You do have to understand your place on the chessboard. I'm not saying you don't.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I understand.
Sometimes also though, you do have to ruffle feathers in order to get certain things across.
But in that situation, there was no need to ruffle those feathers.
I don't know. Maybe it was. Everything
in the context of the conversation.
Everything.
That we're having,
I got you, but everything worked out in his favor, and we got a little bit of attention drawn to the fact that this type of power exists, and that they do.
So now
try to
lift their skirt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I feel them.
I ain't saying everything you do is always gonna be the right way. But at the end of the day, if
you do it with a pure heart and your intentions is pure about why you do it, then it's always going to work out. That's something my mama talking like, bro. As long as you do it with God attached to it, bro, you ain't got to worry about nothing. It's like even if you got to go through the flame first, you're gonna be good on the other side. You know, whether you stronger for it or not. Like that's the thing. I think what I respect about Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, he stood on what he said and did not back down.
He did not stand on what he said. You don't remember he tried to take it back? And he apologized.
No, I remember he said, "I'm sorry that it hurt y'all feelings." I heard that about.
Oh, for real? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he did. So, but at the end of the day, sometimes, man, I don't know. I do feel like feathers need to be ruffled, and this 2020 was a year of a lot of feathers being ruffled.
Oh yeah.
And at the end of the day, all of that shit needed to happen in order for us to get to the other side of this thing, whatever it is going on with America that we've already been going on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Now hopefully we can have some white people, some Jewish people or whatever on our side and in our corner, instead of always trying to place us in a box or hinder us or not accept our ideas and what we saying and try to act like this shit ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fact. And it's like it's like, and that's the thing. Like when, like I said, the people that make the rules or got the upper hand in the situation where we look at what we as black people as the culture look at as systemic racism or that and that's the thing. I think some people don't know. On the other side, they don't understand it because they don't even see it happening. Like they don't understand how it's already even before us, and even some of our people don't know it's happening.
Right.
It's like we're not conscious of it, and it's like. The things that I'll be trying to tell people, like, I'll talk to people and I'll be like, yo, systemic racism is not about color. It's about the situation built around when it was about color, and then that situation still stands. Like
it does.
Like the fact they say, release them from slavery, Emancipation Proclamation. We can say, there's no slaves in that. They can say all that, right? But then they say their slavery can exist if they was in prison or if they was in this type of situation, right? So now it still exists, but so we can still have the money. Still
there's no white only, black only, but there was redlining, right? And there's the public school system set up the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And those are the things. Like that's the systemic part about it. Because it was about race. That's why when you walk in the bank, the first thing I ask you, where's your area code? Right. So now I don't gotta ask you. I can see that you're African. I can see that, but I can know your situation by your area code. Yeah, that's why the red line exists. Yeah, zip code. My fault. Yeah, zip code. Yeah. So that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. So when they release it from slavery, they say, now there's actual law. Now, no slave wasn't not being able to have slaves wasn't actually a law. That's why it's called the Emancipation Proclamation. That just means the president said it out loud. So, and emancipate just means release from bondage, right? So to take the chains off, and I said that out loud as the president, and people look at me as I'm the person making the rules, right? So now the president says that. So you look at Abraham Lincoln, he freed slaves. No, he took the chains off, but there's a law actually made that there could still be slaves, what we call the 13th Amendment, right? So now, when you look at that, and then they make another law that you can't not have a residence. So you can't not have a residence. Like, you gotta have ID. So now it was a law, or at least rules that you couldn't read. Slaves couldn't read, right? So now you have ID. Now you got, like, these are laws they're making, right? So it's like now when you don't have those things, I can lock you up for not having it. Where in this situation, I could still have a slave. So it's like that's the systemic racism part. It's like, it's not because you're black. It's because you don't have ID. It's because you don't have a residence. It's because you live in this area. It's because you're here. You don't belong here. It's because, so now it don't got to be about color. And that's what I think people they're not looking at that part about it. They just think, it's not because you're black. I know it's not because I'm black. But the situation, when it was set up, was because my ancestors was black.
Which,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
ultimately means it's because I'm black.
Yes, but nobody wants to say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes them uncomfortable. Because, no, I'm not racist.
It does. And, like, I feel like the systematic racism it's been swept under the rug for so long, right? And then even whenever you tried to bring it up, they brought up, all the I love black there's people. No slaves. I have my best friend is black, or what was that thing in the work for affirmative action. Affirmative action. It's things like that to try to act like, okay, everything's cool. Like we're here for you guys, whatever. And then we still would be complaining. They're like, why are black men so angry? Why is this? Why is that? And it's like, because nigga, we out here trying to actually do something with ourselves, and there's all these fucking barricades and hurdles and things blocking us, right? Right. But so at the end of the day, everything coming to a boiling point, right? And 2020, of course, COVID plus your boy
George Floyd.
COVID plus George Floyd. See, COVID was the perfect recipe because number one, wasn't shit going on. There was no sports, no entertainment, no concerts for you to go to. Wasn't even nothing really on TV.
Yeah, no distraction.
Everything stopped, bro. And then that shit happened with George Floyd. So for us, black people, it's something that we know is crazy and is going on all the time. But the real thing was like, I think some of these white people finally had time to stop and be like, these motherfuckers weren't lying this whole time.
Facts.
Shit is really fucked up for them out here. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to the white people who did actually swallow that pill and actually take notice of the fact that there is systematic racism actually here in America, and it's something that we all have to work towards, not just black people, because we obviously can't do it by ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying?
We need it. They need to cross the aisle. Exactly.
Yeah. So, man. So that's my take on it. As far as like, at the end of the day, we just need to. Black people need to not be afraid to speak up. I don't feel like we need to be afraid to speak up about it, and that we need to own the shit ourselves, and also like actually go for those positions and kind of call people out whenever there is a hindrance. What the hell? What's the worst you could lose? You would probably wasn't gonna get it anyway because you was black. So like, be fucking forceful with that shit, man. Fuck all of this goddamn shucking and jiving.
Yeah, or like, the yes master don't look at your eye vibe.
Yeah,
That's what I mean about
yeah.
generational curse. We're programmed with that. Like,
I'm done with that yes master shit. Like, yo, I want what's mine, bro, and that's all.
Hand
like,
type vibe. Like,
you know what I'm
saying?
If you don't want to give it to me, on to the next, man. Like,
we've been out here, we've been working too long, bro, and it's over for that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what really we got to start doing as the people of the culture. Got to start doing for each other more too, or at least taking a responsibility. Because I think we've been feeling like, oh, Master been giving breadcrumbs to
only enough
so
for me.
many.
It's only enough
so
for me. You
it
can't.
Looks that way, times, right? So
it's enough. It's enough out here for everybody.
They call them in the industry. They say, oh, this gatekeeper. So you look at it, there's one black comedian every.
Right.
X 10 years or whatever, or there's one black superstar every 10 years, and it's like now it's like no, bro, like there was always enough. Y'all didn't want to let us in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to start doing more, like doing what they've been doing. The nepotism, like they try to make it sound like it's a bad thing. Like, no, that's only sharing with my brother. Like the Jewish people do it. They put their son in place when he don't even know the business, and they put him, make him the CEO of the company, and they do this. They bring usher in their people. Asians do it. They've been they got their own communities, like real actual communities. You go to any major city, LA and New York, Chicago, they got a little China or a little Asia town. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they own architecture and everything. Like, so things like that. Like, and I'm not to say we got to turn a little Africa. We don't need like nothing like that. But we got to have something outside the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like because we got to really own our shit and get on like that type, be in that type of space.
That
like,
mind frame is important moving forward. But big ups to us because it's actually, I do see a lot of that going on a lot more now than I've seen in the past. Definitely like a lot of us like working together and like starting our own stuff and then showing other
how to do
it. You know what I'm saying? I have been seeing a lot of that.
Each one teach one. We got to get on it, bro. Like we got to get on. Like, not to say Black Panthers but I like that message, and I like the message of the Farrakhan. I like his message. Maybe I'm not saying, you know, he's kind of like intolerant. You know what I'm saying? The way he speaks is like, bro, he's tired and he's already been tired, right? So his tone kind of does more damage than help in a lot of ways, right? So I see the issues with when they look at the leaders, our political leaders, like they're fed up already. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes to get, you know, my girl says this, she's like, you could catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Some things like that need a little finesse. Some type of issues need finesse.
I feel that. I do feel that.
But I do feel like we are all kind of feel the tension of that fatigue. Like, you know what? It's time for something. It's time for a change. And
man,
I feel like
because we ain't doing nothing but getting older, and then we got to leave this shit to our kids, bro. So
I feel sad for my daughter, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's fucked up. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I think we in a better place. So I don't feel all the way sad, right? I do feel like, I feel
like it's a challenge ahead. It's gonna be like something.
It is a challenge. Though.
Like,
it is definitely a challenge.
That's gonna happen.
But I think like in comparison to how it was for me in the 90s, to how it is for my kids now, I think definitely it's better.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some issues there with them that we probably didn't have to deal with, but there's for the most part, as far as like just the vibe of race relations in the 90s, crack epidemic, you know, there was a lot going on in the 90s.
You absolutely right. Like still suffering issues from that, you know what I mean? And then but that's what I mean about the trauma, right? Or what?
But they have this.
It's like now that it's addiction is a medical condition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like now it's a medical condition, but when our families was being plagued by it, it was, oh, you're a crackhead. Throw them away. They need to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like for being an addict. You know what I mean? So it's like, but now they're helping them and putting them in institutions to cure.
So this is my thing with that, right? You know, because the intentions and the motive behind it is definitely fucked up, because they only mad because it's suburban white kids and moms and all that.
Was narcotics?
The
pill popping it. You know what I mean? So,
but at the end of the day, is that not a better solution? it is a better solution, but yeah, I am still mad though that you only want to think of this better solution now
What is it?
that it affects y'all.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, it is better. So can we be all the way mad?
We gotta take
an L.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like
I feel but those are the things that piss me off. You know what I'm saying?
I totally get it because I'm pissed off about it too. Like, yo, bro, like
what?
Literally had crackheads walking through the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
y'all ain't want to help them. You know what I'm saying? Like
people
just
stealing TVs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was Reagan. Nancy Reagan got on. So just say no. Like I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Wow, like so it's like things like that, bro. It's like it's just hurtful to watch, man. And then they wonder why people like when they say the angry black man or the angry you wonder why. Like you don't wonder why. Look at what you did, bro. Like that's like anybody can be pissed if.
I mean, like man, you
gotta be like I told you.
Me getting pulled over by the cops every time I left my house. Cops pulling guns on me.
Fact,
me getting false charges that stopped me from getting jobs. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
And then.
I remember I had the cops pull guns on me and like y'all wouldn't even think. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh damn. Like you know what I'm saying? Like no, bro, pull me over, loudspeaker had me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yo, driver, put the you know what I mean? Hit me with that shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like for a seatbelt? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, what the hell? Like
they did me like that too, man. It's crazy, man. Like crazy. But yo. Yeah, I have so many stories about police.
Bro, that was one of the scariest moments. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was probably the scariest, but I had run-ins, like, roughed up, police slam me on the hood of the car type shit. It's like, bro, like, is that all needed? Like, and this is when I'm a kid. So
you know what's crazy, though, is that back then, and it's crazy because now I'm like, so I'm thankful that I even made it out of a lot of those situations, right?
Fact, yeah.
And, I mean, because... Man, I done got pulled over for some crazy shit where I would have been gone for life had not like a witness vouch for me that it wasn't me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just happened to be passing through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, and the crazy part though, what I was about to say is that it almost seemed normal, which that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Normalizing trauma. Facts, bro. Real shit. It was like, when I was in the back, like, so that situation that, like, I told you, we got pulled out the car. Like, it's me, my cousin, and my brother. Two of my cousins and my brother. So we all get out the car, like, got to walk backwards to the cop type shit, right? My pants is sagging. So this is back when we were baggy clothes.
Right.
I was like, bro, I can't reach for my belt or pull my pants up. They're going to shoot me. Right. So let me just walk backwards. If my pants fall, they's gonna fall. They're gonna see my ass today. That's in my mind. That's how I'm walking back.
And that's what you gotta think. Right. That's crazy though.
My cousin pulls up, so they got a barricade up. So it's like a cop car. Like so, say we're the cup, right? Yeah. It's a cop car here. Cop car where his phone is. Cop car right there, right? And then there's the part. We was in a mall parking lot. The mall, mind you. There's the median right where this grass drawn is, right? So now. So the cop here is pulling us out the car. My cousin comes from over here. Yo, what are y'all doing? We ain't doing nothing. Like snapping, right? They all draw their guns, like pointing at him. I'm like, yo, please don't shoot him, bro. He just mad. Yeah, he just trying to figure out what's going on. Please don't shoot him. I'm pleading with the cop in the back of the truck. Like, don't shoot him. Yeah, just don't shoot him.
Yeah.
I was like, now when I look at it, I was like, bro, that's crazy. Like, bro, we didn't do nothing wrong. Him walking into the woods now, I fear for his life. Him walking into the barricade, like, what's going on? Like yelling, snapping. Yo, what the fuck they do?
Yeah.
He could have lost his life. Yo, I'm more faithful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm handcuffed in the back of the joint. Like, yo, don't shoot him. Like, pleading with this dude. Like, had a shotty to his face.
I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, bro, but that's what, normalizing that, like, yo, I'm just make sure nothing happens.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to get shot. We don't belong in this situation. I don't want him to get shot. I don't want him to die. It's ultimately my thought process. Not, why are we here? Like,
yeah, man, that shit sucks, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So
sad.
With all the light shined on it, it ain't over. But with all the light shined on it, and now Trump is out of office, and we got Biden and them in there, and I don't look at nobody as a savior as far as politics go. Politics is politics, but what I would say is hopefully the vibe in the country has changed, and hopefully the energy is there where hopefully the energy and the vibe and the mode of the country is at a place where certain legislation will have the opportunity to be taken serious. And because
that makes sense.
You know, people do things whether it's right or wrong, but there's always an internal motive. Mm-hmm. Up until now, the internal motive was not a motive that benefits us. That's why a lot of other rights got passed ahead of our, you know, man. So just to be blatantly honest, right?
I'm listening.
There's certain people. So with black people, we've been fighting for some of these rights for so long, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not homophobic. This is not a bash at gay people, but they kind of came in during the Obama administration and just got so much shit done after we had been fighting for like almost for generations just
the simplest shit.
Simple shit.
Right.
Civil rights.
Civil, right? Just civil. Y'all looking for equal rights. We didn't even talk about equal yet. We said, just be civil.
Like, so hopefully, though, now the climate in America is at a point where it is beneficial to the politicians to take the things that we have been talking about seriously. Because that's what matters, is because the policies and stuff, we only represent 3%. In you know, where people that are writing policies and all of Congress and all of this good stuff, we represent probably less than 3%. So only way that it would really make a difference is if it's beneficial to those type of people to
they had to get in the door
to
first.
Write these type of
they gotta open the door first.
You know what I'm saying?
For it to make sense on the other side, like that may have been the avenue that we had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been fighting this one way, and that may have been the door to open for us to get to the other side. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, that it makes sense. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, but that's another thing that's like one of the things. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know you see me over
right? Exactly. It's like you sitting out front of the club, like. I was sitting here like for 30 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we was sitting here for so long. And it's like, it seems disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, so
it really does, man.
Don't blame me for feeling disrespected. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to respond like I'm disrespected. Like, so don't look at me like I'm not angry. I'm not an angry black man. Bro, you disrespected me. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's the tension that I feel like it's like people just fed up. You know what I mean? And, you know, so those radical leaders, the people that sound real harsh, you see more people listening to them because, like, now I feel like you. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm fed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was patient. I was trying to work it out. I was trying to do the Martin. Now I'm more Malcolm. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like that energy is becoming more and more apparent. You know what I mean? Like, so you get the people who is like not standing on what they said, not budging. So
I mean, because something got to give, man. I mean, we different from our parents, and our kids are going to be different from us because I feel like we don't take this shit. I think the next generation might even collectively not take this shit. I'm talking about white and black.
Right.
Like, man, fuck that. Like, he's better for this job. Why the fuck you not giving him this job?
Right, fact. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so I mean that's what's up though, man. We're gonna go ahead and close the show. I know we just been ranting on.
Nah, I think that was a good show, man. We needed that.
Well, yeah, man.
I like stuff.
You rock, me too, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, y'all rocking with NuMainstream Talks, man. Make sure you download the app, NuMainstream, spelled with an NU, like new being like the kings and queens that you are. Go to your Google Play app. Go to iTunes, all of that. Download the app. Make sure you check out the stories. We got the podcast on there. There's a few other podcasts and some comedy and all that good stuff up there as well.
Music, all that good stuff.
Music, all the new music artists. Like, yo, if you want to check out music artists that you did not know were dope, if you're looking for something new to listen to, you go to NuMainstream, for real. That's just real talk. Like, you really do.
And some heat up there.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and let the people know who you are on the way out.
Oh, man. Well, y'all know who I am. It's your boy, JR. You follow me everywhere at JRNCEMCEE.
And then we got...
I'm your guest host for today. This is Nikon Don, man. Check me out. You could just Google it. Nikon Don. Nikon like the camera. DON. I'm the first thing I think Facebook pops up first, but Facebook to Instagram, but it'll pop up.
Check him out. He got some
He's kind of a big deal.
dope visuals, man, for real. And also, you rocking with me, the Phantom 336. That's DAFANTOM 336. And yo, man, y'all check out all the stuff and hit me back.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Appreciate
You already know, man.
Bro.
Yo, man.
Respect.
Yeah. Let me dap you up too, bro.
Respect.
All right, see y'all.
Peace.
I piece words together, it's alarming when I shoot at knee high. I realized that fighting wasn't cool. Peace signs are more than just a sign, it's what I do. Now each time they see me, it's a why was really you. I piece words together, it's alarming when I shoot at knee high. I realized that fighting wasn't cool. Peace signs are more than just a sign, it's what I do. Now each time they see me, it's a nigga, fuck you for, it's the realest shit you seen. Soon be selling out the stores. Buy a ticket for the price, there's plenty more. All this Instagram and rapping free shit just to build a core. 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4. I've been putting in the work behind the scene to open doors. You can see it in my eyes, see these niggas so unsure. I've been stepping up on challenges before I learnt to walk. Shit, now I'm running this beat. Smoother than a satin bed sheet, sipping Irish and cream. Couple ladies want my baby, taught them how to succeed. I'm a dreamer writing fantasies, I like to believe. So I'm swerving in my wagon through the hills and the streets. From Croydon to Accra to Calabasas, I'll reach any corner of the earth they told me I couldn't reach. Just to flex on them and show them all the houses and keys. I piece words together, it's alarming when I shoot at knee high. I realized that fighting wasn't cool. Peace signs are more than just a sign, it's what I do. Now each time they see me, it's a why was really you. I piece words together, it's alarming when I shoot at knee high. I realized that fighting wasn't cool. Peace signs are more than just a sign, it's what I do. Now each time they see me, it's a he talking lies, that shit is sci-fi. Looking for the truth, then call me, I might fly by. Drop a couple Gemini, ain't talking star sign. Leave you something to remember for them dark times. Dark wine flowing in my liver while I spark mine. Part-time, playing with my niggas in like 09. Oh my, time ain't waiting for you, get your soul right. So tight, pull up when you feel a tingle. Funny cause I know these niggas see me, but they love act oblivious. Diamond in the rough, we came to play, but we serious. I'm just on my way, when I arrive, you can't sit with us. Me, Coco and So-So, that's the gang, just the 3 of us. Used to be a good boy, now I'm nasty, delirious. Grew up in a hood boy, but I always been curious. Meant to be statistic, but that's nothing to do with us. I piece words together, it's alarming when I shoot at knee high. I realized that fighting wasn't cool. Peace signs are more than just a sign, it's what I do. Now each time they see me, it's a why was really you. I piece words together, it's alarming when I shoot at knee high. I realized that fighting wasn't cool. Peace signs are more than just a sign, it's what I do. Now each time they see me, it's a